A lot of people still playing Elden Ring, and can you blame them? The game is massive, and it's a lot of fun. Probably, in my opinion, the best From Software game ever made. They really knocked it out of the ballpark with this game. You've seen jealous devs talk about it, and if you haven't seen that, go back and watch my video on that one. You had people behind Horizon Forbidden Dawn, or whatever the name of that game. I've already forgot the name of it again. And you also had Ubisoft people quite upset with this game because no one's talking about their stuff. They're all talking about Elden Ring. The game's been out for like 2 weeks now, and it's still way up there in popularity on Twitch, which is pretty impressive. And I want to show you something. This is one of the reasons why I love Japanese developers and creators. When they experience some success, they always go back to the fans and they say, thank you. Thank you. 12 million tarnished. They're, of course, referring to the fact that the game has sold 12 million copies, I believe. Very successful. Very, very successful game. And they're thankful for it, which is something you barely ever see from Western creators. In fact, they think that you should thank them. No, they should be thanking you, because they should be asking if they're good enough for you to be a fan, not are you good enough to be my fan. This is why all of the stuff coming out of Japan entertainment-wise is knocking out of the park. Instead of worrying about identity politics, they're just worried about making good shit. And I really like that. And you would never see them throwing shade at other developers like you've seen from Western creators. You wouldn't see that from them. It's considered rude, but Western people have no problem being rude. And it pays off. It's karma. So I really like seeing this, and it's something you don't see as much as you should. And I respect it, and I appreciate it. Of course, Western media, despite giving the game good reviews, though I'm thoroughly convinced every video game outlet has a Souls guy. Like, they just have one person that's just really into these games, and that's the person that reviews all of them, because that's the only person that could beat them. And then the rest of them just write articles bitching out of jealousy because they're unable to invest the time in it. Here's someone complaining about the messages, which is rather humorous. I think the messages are funny. This has been something that's been in all of the Souls games that's allowed you to share messages. People troll and say, try finger, butthole, ladder ahead, hidden path ahead. The hidden path ahead is the biggest one. Or, invisible wall or something. Try jumping. These game journalists are they're the ones that would see try jumping at a cliff and then jump off of it, because none of them are actually good at games. This is why they try to get the easy mode so much, which is still something that you see. Here's a recent one. Elden Ring isn't made for all gamers. I wish it were. The celebrated game has no difficulty modes, guaranteeing it will alienate some players. Oh no. Maybe it just isn't made for them. I really just don't understand why this is a big deal. But apparently, everything's got to have an easy mode. The point of this is the challenge. And to be honest, there's ways around the challenge. It's incredibly easy to summon in this game. You need a special flower. You need 2 of them to craft this item. I forget the name of it. But you craft this item, and you can go to a summoning point, and you could bring in at least 2 people with you. You can pretty much beat any boss with 3 players pretty easily. It makes the game a lot easier. And you can summon them at certain points and even go through most of the dungeons with multiple people. They made that a lot easier in this game. It has an easy mode. That's the easy mode. Co-op. This, out of all the From Software games, I got to say the co-op in this game is probably the easiest that they've ever done. But it's not enough. You need the straight up push a button mode, which would totally defeat the purpose of this game. It would. And they don't understand that. There's more options in this game than any of them. There's stealth, all kinds of stuff. There's ways that you can tackle this game. I ran into this knight who had like this unlimited parry before you take on the second boss. So I went to the elevator and made it go up, and then I just went behind it, and the guy fell down the hole. I mean, you can find ways to get through the game. You can find ways to get through the game, but they don't want to do that. Instead, they'd rather just bitch about it, which I find rather hilarious. They even complain about the story. What the hell is going on in Elden Ring's story anyway? Making sense of all the major characters and story beats that happen as you make your way through the lands between. So you have to actually work to learn the story of a From Software game. You've got to read all the descriptions, talk to people to make sense of it. You have to work for the story. If you want to, you can just play through the game and experience nothing of the story. But they reward you for looking into the lore for these games. That's how it's always been. It's always been rewarding to play through these games. And the more you play them, the more you understand. Though playing a game like this requires some kind of work ethic, and that's kind of the problem with these people is they don't fucking have any work ethic, which is why they bitch. Oh, well, the story should just come to me. The gameplay should have an easy mode. I should only have to smash buttons. You know what would get them to praise this game more? Is if the developers said, 12 million tarnished, fuck you. If they told fans to screw off, they would actually probably praise this game. Yeah, they actually took a bold stance against entitled fans. Oh, no. It's just ridiculous. Anyway, I like seeing this. I find it funny. Like, they're going to be bitching about this game all year. All year. And I think that's hilarious because they're all a bunch of losers. And I can't wait to see all of these video game mainstream websites go out of business. They did it to themselves. Nobody respects them. Anyway, that's pretty much it. Let me know what you guys think. Also, if you would, please like, subscribe, share the video. Make sure you're still subscribed. Hit that notification bell. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace. Also, if you want to help support the channel, check out my Teespring store. There's a link in the description. You can find some merchandise in there that you might want to check out. Also, make sure to follow me over on Twitch. I do watch parties, play video games over there. They're always fun. Follow me over there and come hang out. Also, make sure you subscribe to YellowFlash, my other channel. There's a link to that in the description as well. I do a lot of live streams over there that I don't do on this channel. Usually smaller and a little bit more personal. So make sure you follow me over there and sign up.